On the news tonight, Governor Umweno receives Emir of Kano, reiterates commitment to appointing indigenes of other states as aides. Health experts call on Nigerians to make regular mental health checks as routine. Plus, National Association of Psychology Students, University of Uyo appeal for love and empathy for people with mental health issues. A very good evening and many thanks for joining us. My name is Joy Ubani. Note that this broadcast is reaching you live on StarTimes channel 103 and on our social media platforms, Facebook and YouTube. Please do well to like our page. And on to the news. Governor Umweno of Akwa Ibom State has vowed to keep his promise to appoint aides from Hausa, Igbo, Yoruba and other tribes resident in the state into government as a way of strengthening the country's bond and uniting the people. This was while hosting the Emir of Kano, His Royal Highness Alhaji Aminu Ado Bayero, at the Government House of Uyo. Kevin Sama reports.
Appreciating the government and people of the state for the warm reception, the Emir of Kano, His Royal Highness Alhaji Aminu Ado Bayero, says he is in the state to seek ways of exploring various and viable opportunities for the both states in trade and enhance the peace and unity of the nation.
Kano has always been the center of commerce from time immemorial because of the trans-Saharan trade that has started from Kano to virtually all over the world, from Niger Republic to Chad to Morocco to Senegal, down to Libya and other parts of the world. So we have this long history, and I believe my coming here will link up with the citizens, the business community, and the political leadership of this state so that we can look at ways we can bridge and bring development, especially in terms of commerce, between our two states.
Governor No assures of his administration's continued efforts to create conducive environment for indigenes and non-indigenes in the state to live happily. The governor called on traditional rulers across the country to join hands in sustaining the unity and cultures of the country.
And this will be a strong bridge that our traditional rulers can also, find, we can explore and do business together, particularly with the ancient city of Kano. And we trust that we'll continue to work together as a people, building the traditional institutions, because they are the custodian of our culture and traditions. And the culture of a people define who the people are. And we'll continue to work together in harmony to ensure that we raise our culture and then even now, cultures are being exported.
Alhaji Aminu Ado Bayero is the 15th Emir of Kano. From the Government House, Uyo, Kevin Samuel, NTA News.
Away from that report, Nigerians are being called upon to make regular mental health checks as a routine for sound health records. Mental health experts in Uyo said this while lending their voices to the global community's clamor for mental health as a universal human right as part of this year's World Mental Health Day. The reports. Experts posit that a good mental state is critically important to the overall well-being of people all over the world. However, the need to pay more attention to mental health is the reason why the World Health Organization set aside October 10th to remind government, stakeholders and individuals of the importance of adequate and sufficient attention to mental health.
Considering what the country is going through right now, most people in the country should actually seek the help of a mental health specialist.
People are not happy. When you are not happy, it affects your state of mind. It becomes a mental health issue.
Not seeing what to do, they will feel so frustrated that lead them to a mental disorder.
Rosemary Ekanem is a mental health expert and she outlines some causes for mental disorders.
Drug abuse is still one of the major causes of mental illness.
The experts also speak on signs and behavioral patterns exhibited by persons with mental disorders.
For depression, the person may not even want to talk to anybody. Self-worthlessness is there. He feels or she feels there's no need to be alive.
Meanwhile, she advises that people should visit hospitals for proper medical attention.
So many misconceptions concerning mental health. People still believe it's as a result of witchcraft activities or maybe sins that people have committed and a lot of other issues.
Experts appeal to government to equip health facilities with necessary equipment while subsidizing the cost for possible accessibility. Still on Mental Health Day, Nigerian Association of Psychology Students, University of Uyo chapter have appealed to Nigerians to show love to patients with mental health issues and avoid the act of discrimination. They were speaking during the Mental Health Awareness Walk organized to mark this year's World Mental Health Day in Uyo, Akwa Ibom State. Uwemedimo Samson brings us the details.
The World Health Organization classifies mental health as an integral part of well-being which has been neglected, especially in this part of the world. Opening up to a trusted family and friend or a trained professional is very helpful to break the silence for many who are dealing with mental health issues. Increased access to mental health care may not solve all the problems associated with mental health in Nigeria, but it will improve the quality of life by first reducing unhealthy coping mechanisms. This is why Nigerian Association of Psychology Students, University of Uyo chapter, organized a walk to create awareness, and they want more conversations around mental health care and solutions towards suppressing stigma.
Mental health is the aspect of health that we don't give attention to in most cases in Africa, and most particularly in Nigeria. When we talk about mental health, we talk about the aspect of your health that determines how you think, how you feel, and how you act. But in most cases, we don't give attention to these aspects. We give attention to our physical health, malaria, typhoid, HIV, and so on. We don't bother. Africans don't seem to bother about the way we think, the way we make decisions, which is why some people will go naked on the street.
It to us is not just a celebration. It's a day whereby we facilitate and we interact with policymakers and the population on why mental health is important and why it should be taken seriously. For example, we have been pushing actively that Nigeria decriminalize suicide. So we are going to use this day as an opportunity to say, okay, suicide should not be criminalized, and as such, because of the mental health people, they should not be punished for having mental health issues, basically. Yes.
Today is World Mental Health Day, and as we can see, the theme of this year is mental health is a universal human right. This is a day set aside. Well, mental health should be an everyday conversation. But today is a day set aside specifically to raise awareness, to show love, to discuss mental health related issues, and to reach out to people in the community for them to understand that there is something called mental health condition, and they are not what it has been interpreted to be.
Okay, so basically in this part of the world that we reside in, a lot of people are ignorant about the importance of their mental health well-being, and so today we just want to go out there and sensitize people on how to get mental health care, how to recognize mental health problem symptoms, and not to stigmatize people with these mental health problems.
The awareness is basically reminding every citizen and the government that health is whole. Oftentimes in this part of the world, health has been limited to just physical health. You know, when we're talking about health, we're talking about physicality, but we tend to forget that health is also mental, which has to do with the mental processes, our thoughts, our feelings, our emotions.
The creation of proper mental health institutions, improving interventions, accessibility to care, policies, and the role of government remain some of the key pillars that will aid and encourage treatment for people seeking help.
Provide mental health facilities, hospitals, and then train those who want to go in and become mental health experts. Incidentally, mental health is an aspect of health that comes with stigma. And so many people don't want to go in there.
So that governments can also put in intervention programs and plans for these people so that they are not just outside and abandoned, they are properly funded and taken care of.
Pushing actively that Nigeria decriminalize suicide. So we are going to use this day as an opportunity to say, okay, suicide should not be criminalized, and as such, because of the mental health people, they should not be punished for having mental health issues.
Treatment for mental health is quite effective and is constantly being researched and improved.
Families should stop neglecting their loved ones. You'll find out that when families have their loved ones that have cases of mental issues, they tend to abandon these people. But that is wrong, because when you do that, it amplifies whatever is wrong with them.
Empathy should be used, but we should spread the message of hope and tell them that it is not over for them. They can be better, they can be reintegrated into the society, and eventually, if we all take mental health seriously, I believe that as a country we will actually develop and have a better and more successful human capital.
It's possible to recover with the right type of care. It's possible to recover.
Mental health recovery may not always refer to the same process of complete recovery, and this will majorly depend on the person's independent approach. In Uyo, Uwemedimo Samson, NTA News.
We'll take a break now, and when we return, news continues shortly. Please stay tuned.
Welcome to Prisma International Hotels, located at number 5 Efangosanga Street, Afarafort, Overback Road, Uyu. When it comes to hospitality industry, nothing compares with comfort, exquisite services, and top-of-the-world security. These are what make Prisma Hotels a household name. At Prisma Hotels, you are assured of lavishly furnished, spacious rooms and suites with complimentary breakfast, top-class Blue Sea swimming pool, VIP and poolside bars, as well as restaurant where African and continental dishes are served at pocket-friendly rates. These are not all. There is high-speed internet service, closed circuit television, spacious car park, 24-hour power and water supply, sparkle laundry and dry cleaning services, and above all, combat-ready security operatives. So whenever you are in Uyo or you are a resident in Uyo, capital city of Akwa Ibom State, make Prisma Hotels number 5 Efangosanga Street, Afarafort, Overback Road, Uyo, your choice, and you will cherish the experience. For bookings and inquiries, please call 081-3166-6660 or 0915-509-9989. Prisma International Hotels, hospitality par excellence.
Greg, you want to buy cough medicine again? Why haven't you gone for a test like I advised?
This your cough. You need to check Amo. When I had a bad cough, Madam told me to go for tuberculosis test. After the cough syrup didn't work, they discovered I had tuberculosis. After the free test, I was even treated for free. Now I'm fine.
Solomon is right. Oga Greg, check Amo. Make you dey sure, because who no go, no go no.
Check that cough for tuberculosis.
Check Amo, make you dey sure.
If your cough is more than 2 weeks, it could be tuberculosis. TB test and TB treatment are free. Just call the National TB Hotline on 3340 or dial *3340# for more information. This message is brought to you by the Federal Ministry of Health with support from the American people.
Children's Summit 2023. NTA Channel 12 Uyo presents a special children's program tagged Children's Summit to commemorate the 36th anniversary of Akwa Ibom State and Nigeria at 63.
Children's Summit is a speech-making event designed for pupils in primary 4 to 6 and students in JSS 1 to 3, drawn from both public and private schools in Akwa Ibom State.
The program will avail children the opportunity to air their views on their expectations as regards good governance with the theme Good Governance, Its Impact on the Akwa Ibom Child.
Date October 19, 2023.
Venue Civil Service Auditorium, Idonga Senkara Secretariat, Uyo.
Time 10 a.m. prompt.
Participating schools should register the programs department on or before October 5, 2023.
For details, call on 0802-546-0261
or manage your programs on 0813-223-5412. We are grateful to the following sponsors: Reverend Dr. Mandu Datam, Resident Electoral Commissioner, INEC, Delta State, Office of the Head of Service, Akwa Ibom State. Most sponsors are welcome. Children's Summit, promoting healthy competition among school children.
Water is life. Aqua Cardinali Water provides the highest quality drinking water. Aqua Cardinali Water is owned by the Catholic Diocese of Uyo, produced and packaged by Cadisem Enterprises Nigeria. It is available in 19 liters dispenser jar, 60 cl sachet, 50 cl and 75 cl table water. Visit Aqua Cardinali Water at number 34 Dominic Utuk Avenue, Uyo, Akwa Ibom State. Drink Aqua Cardinali Water. Tested, trusted, certified by NAFDAC and Standard Organization of Nigeria. For inquiries, call 0903-288-2958. Aqua Cardinali Water. Drink pure. Stay healthy.
Welcome back. Good to know that you're still there. Now to the rest of our stories. The National Salaries, Incomes and Wages Commission is drawing the attention of the public to some fraudulent calls by unknown persons who claim that the commission is with the files of workers and pensioners and are computing the arrears of the salaries, allowances and pensions. According to a release signed by the acting chairman of the commission, Ekponta, the modus operandi of the fraudsters is to call unsuspecting workers and pensioners to contact some unknown persons in their commission. The release, however, distanced itself from such calls and messages, noting that the National Salaries, Income and Wages Commission does not compute arrears of salaries and allowances and pensions, as they only convey to ministries, departments and agencies approvals for implementation of reversed salaries, allowance and pensions. The release advises members of the public to remain vigilant and report such to security agents. Moving ahead, Nigerians in Uyo are applauding President Bola Tinubu for the support to micro, small and medium enterprises and small and medium-sized enterprises in Nigeria, with grants from financial institutions to cushion current hardship in the country. Our correspondent who interacted with some of them reports that they are appealing for the publication of modalities to access the conditional grants from government at respective locations. In the presidential national broadcast on October 1, 2023, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu promised to release 125 billion naira to give conditional grants to micro, small and medium enterprises and nano business owners with a repayment interest of 9% per annum. Some Nigerians in Uyo, in their reactions, say this is a welcome development.
I will be happy if the president can afford us money, give us money for us to do business. At least that by so doing, that money will help us. We will not be complaining about any other thing. But if there is no business, now that things are costly to affect us.
If you don't have a startup points or a capital, you can't start even a business. So if the president have said so and he do it for us, that will be a great thing.
They are also appealing to government to publish modalities to avoid misconduct of the gesture.
But the problem now is how does it get to these people that is being targeted by the initiators of this kind of idea? Because we have a kind of situation whereby you hear it at the end of the day, you ask around how many people have been able to access these grants, and you come to discover that almost none. So, and you'll be thinking of who are these people that are really benefiting from this money. So what we want to plead with the president to see how he can work out modalities where this money can really get to the targeted audience.
I've been looking for such opportunity to tap. I've been looking for such medium, such opportunity.
If he deceives us, I will not be happy because I'm not happy for the palliative.
The conditional grant from the government is to service over 39 million micro, small and medium enterprises, small and medium-sized enterprises in the 774 local government areas in Nigeria between now to March 2024. In Uyo, Joy Ubani, NTA News. And on to sports updates. Let's join Gift George for sports updates.
Host of the next edition of the West and Central Africa Challenge Trophy Ladies Golf Tournament, Côte d'Ivoire, emerged champions of the week-long International Golf Championship at Lakeway Lakes Golf Club, Lagos. Team Côte d'Ivoire scored a total of 507 points after 3 rounds to beat Ghana, who finished in second position with 512 points, while former champions and host Nigeria settled for third place with 514 points. 8 countries from the region featured at the World Ranking Ladies Golf Tournament, which precedes the All Africa Challenge Trophy Ladies Golf Tournament.
The team played good. 79 is so good. Thank you for Nigeria. Thank you for the competition.
3 of the 4 countries that won fielded young girls. So this is a wake-up call for Nigeria to invest in golf development, girls golf.
In another news, the Lagos State Sports Commission plans to consolidate on its achievements at the just concluded National Youth Games in Asaba, Delta State, where Team Lagos finished in second position with 61 medals, 21 gold, 19 silver and 21 bronze medals. While reviewing the performance of Team Lagos, the Lagos Sports Commission says it is satisfied with its policy of showcasing young talents from its grassroots schools programs, which will yield positive results for the country's sports development in the long term.
Using very young children, it just demonstrates that as far as the immediate future is concerned, we have enough medalists and performers who can take us to the next level, and our ambitions, our hopes will result in reality of them becoming gold medalists in future.
In boxing, Nigeria's international female boxer Chiamaka Nwantorocha is now the queen of the jungle after she defeated Sarah Gino of Benin Republic in the second round of her first international bout via technical knockout.
I'm very overwhelmed, it's an emotional thing. I didn't believe that I was going to win the belt. I was very sure that I was going to win, but it's just an affirmation.
Other winners also emerged in other categories during the event sanctioned by the Nigerian Boxing Board of Control. With Sports Update, Gift George, NTA News.
Sports Updates wraps up our English segment of the news. Up next is news translation. Please stay tuned.
Ania Emir of Kanu at the Senawu. Aboke Yai Mek Mbono Senate at the Me Bunsino Yitem. Bono Webo Yang Bonid and Yanesika Gasaida Mokaba or Dombing with a Frefrini. Eboredio get the National Association of Psychology Students Kawaku if on when I feel you Eben Bono Wodinima Merino Fonido Yembon Senior Udombe Wood. Ukang ni sorry daw boy I could member sa nyine nyembu bre yomi inkere wisdom check up adai woru karastere me tu do mi ete o moino anwa obo kimo yai kai so di mek mbon Hausa mbon unere Yoruba ye mbon fen si don ka kwai bom stere tembon si no imo item a tu song kid adi song anda edi diana kid ye mboni det nyin anya ka tanga mi kini obong Kanu edi on kete emia of Kanu akadi seranye ado Alhaji Aminu Ado Bayero e kombo mi to kombo emia ke Kanu State Alhaji Aminu Ado Bayero ama ko bina meset mukara yembono kwa ibom state ke na ngaidara adi diemo ayo tanga bo ki mo idi state member atodo yem mention tu son na ikeme dinam yak mesteri bami enye bwana ka fang unambu bere enyo independent nutuma memme di diana kit iden nyin adai wuru kara state me tu mo eno ama tanga bo ku karimo adi suya kaiso inam yak state fund ado sunyirong okoro misenawo edong kid ke meme musong teo moino ama sunu yokod membong ka friden nyin abo ya idian obok ekrebo ke mem akaiso yemme du kangen akaisum fon kiden nyin bonam ye dio ke Alhaji Aminu Ado Bayero ado yoko emia efat ano Kanu State Wisdom Jacob friden nyin ebo yak Bun ka idion kete Nigeria Association of Psychology Students nko ku fang wenta ifyo esne benebo ya mbuni dit nyine nyima enyo ngai sinye mbome banga mbune ni udon bewood enyo ngai tre adi sono mo kini eke perodo mo ke tangami kini eke na mi sang di nam bono weni ifyo banga mfra udon mi ba to do wori dion mfna usenem bono we ena manu tumodo nyeki swami e kombo mi to kombo
Ufotem World Health Organization ejanga ibo keri sempambanga me usong amewo akereke mkpo adogo urongombe iwod adompo adogo mbonowo ineke kisenenyen keri sempo mbanga eritang me mfanami no wo kufok ufan yentambia ibok makara esege mkpo ebanga mbon mbe iwod ado takpan po abigi nwam mbono meniere utom fanami nko erinam mbonowo eni unen eribo usobo adum kpo bigi nwam uwe mbonowo nko utonta amianam no nka ndi to fong with edion kente Nigeria Association of Psychology Students ikpegeme ufong wenta ifyoguyo ekenam isang kerinam mbenwot no mbonowo edion ebanga musong erikpan mfana abaga ano mbon mbeiwot yusong anaga ekpekeme eritre nyanubok esekenyan mbon beiwot ekoto stigmatization usong bonowo emaitiangebo kepa fon kukara ekbesenu ngam keribop mufogibok no mbon eniere mfanami kore dikaiso no mbonowo ukpembo kerikpong okposong okikere koro usong erikok mauto urongomi mikuyo
Bon di trembong bubre yo miro tutum pom kan ka du ba se di temaki ko frefen member mi itu nyen tutu nero